What's happening, Big Ten fans across the country? I'm Andrew McDevitt, here to break down the biggest matchups in the biggest conference this weekend. Starting on Friday afternoon at 2:30 on ESPNU, the Big Ten regular season and tournament champs, along with the reigning national champs, the Northwestern Wildcats, will head to Durham, North Carolina to take on the top-seeded Tar Heels. Despite Northwestern not being seeded, they're ranked second in the most recent coaches poll out on November 11th. They haven't lost in over a month. This is their fifth straight trip to the Final Four. The Wildcats are looking to go back-to-back as national champs. The last team to do that, North Carolina. Fireworks on Friday afternoon. If Northwestern wins, they'll play for another natty on Sunday at 1 o'clock, also on ESPNU. Good luck, Wildcats. Later on Friday night, the number 6 ranked Michigan Wolverines take on the number 1 team in the country, UConn, at 8 o'clock on Fox. Sophomore guard Olivia Olson has been leading the way for the Wolverines, averaging 17.8 points per game through their 4-0 start. Kim Barnes-Arico's group already has one ranked win on the season last Saturday against number 18 Notre Dame. This would be a whole nother level against the reigning national champs in Connecticut. Wolverines, Huskies, 8 o'clock on Fox. Last one on Friday night to the rink. Men's hockey, number 7 Wisconsin travels to East Lansing to take on the number 1 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans. The Badgers are 8-2-2 coming off a split last weekend against Ohio State at home. On Saturday it was Logan Hensler and Oliver Tuck both scoring a goal and adding a pair of assists in the Badgers' 6-5 overtime victory. The Spartans are 9-1 on a 9-game win streak. Michigan State is top 10 in the nation in scoring offense, averaging 3.7 goals per game, and second in the nation in scoring defense, only allowing 1.4 goals per game. Friday night puck drops at 8:30, Saturday night at 7. Both games can be seen on Big Ten Plus. Saturday morning, enjoy your cup of coffee with the NCAA Cross Country Championships at 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPNU. 8 different schools from the Big Ten will be represented. First up, the women's 6K, which starts at 10:20, and the men's 10K that follows at 11:10. Oregon is coming off winning both the men's and women's Big Ten championship. Freshman Diana Cheritich got the job done on the women's side, and Abdel Lajel won the men's championship. Wisconsin is the other Big Ten school representing on both the men's and women's team competition. A national champion will be crowned. Could it be a Big Ten team on top of the podium? To the gridiron, Saturday at 3:30 on CBS, the 15th ranked USC Trojans go to the 7th ranked Oregon Ducks. So much on the line at Autzen Stadium. This is the first time these longtime rivals will face off as Big Ten foes. Lincoln Riley's group has won 3 in a row, last week showing grit to come back in the rain from down 21-7 to beat Iowa 26-21. On the other side, Dan Lanning's Ducks are 24-2 at home since he took over the program in 2022. A win would help bolster their college football playoff resume with only 1 game left on the regular season schedule. Sitting at 15, a win over number 7 Oregon could put USC in that playoff picture. Not to mention, both teams are 6-1 in the conference and technically still alive in the Big Ten title picture. So much to gain for both sides. On Saturday at 3:30, Trojans at Ducks, lock in. Lastly on Sunday, second round of the NCAA men's soccer tournament, third round of the women's. At noon, it's the 6th-seeded Indiana Hoosiers hosting St. Louis, the 11th time in 12 years the Hoosiers have been seeded. At 1 o'clock, the Maryland Terrapins will host UNC. And lastly on the men's side, those Washington Huskies are headed to SMU after a Richie Amen golden goal. On the women's side, third round action on Sunday at 2 o'clock for the Washington women's team. Alex Buck, the golden goal for the Big Ten regular season and tournament champs against Arkansas. They now take on the 1-seed UVA. Maybe the Huskies can channel some of the Ohio State's energy. The Buckeyes already knocked out a number 1 seed in Notre Dame on Thursday. They kick off at 2 o'clock against Baylor. And last but not least, Michigan State will host Colorado at 1. All NCAA soccer tournament games can be seen on ESPN+. Also, don't forget about Iowa and UCLA in action on Friday afternoon. What will you be watching, Big Ten fans?